Hello, it is September 24th, 2024, and we're trying out a little something new. If you spent any time with me lately, I've been saying I'm really into teal, and so we're doing teal things. Um, I'm not big on spending money superfluously, but this was $11, and I decided I could maybe forego like an extra thing of coffee or something for this. So um, yeah, we're being a little punk rock. Woohoo! Um, it's actually this is a month where I'm trying to do some things that maybe aren't necessary, but they're good for me. Um, Tomorrow I'm going. Okay, so next week I have physical therapy, which I've never had before, but we're gonna give it a try because I want to be able to um, have some guidance on how to walk with my leg when I have my surgery for my hip replacement. I know it's going to be a little bit of an extra challenge because of all the skin on my legs. And so I wanted to meet with a professional about like how to walk safely with my current body. Because when we were first planning this whole hip replacement, I thought I was going to be having the surgery to remove the extra skin on my thighs first. But we're not doing that, so we have to work around it. And so we're going to. And I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm trying to change a little bit of how I like frame situations in terms of how I'm being nervous about things. Um, you're going to see this young, fit person, and you're in a position where you're struggling and vulnerable, and that's not bad. I'm going to hang out with a young, fit person who has a passion for helping people, and I get to be maybe a little bit of a unique case that maybe will be helpful for somebody else in the future. So. I'm not taking it as I'm so severe and I'm such a problem. I'm taking it as, hey, I have the opportunity to be helpful in, if they have somebody else like me in the future that he'll be like, oh yeah, I know how to do this because I had Christy however many years back. So that's how I'm choosing to phrase it um, instead of being nervous. So we're working on the story that I tell myself. Um, am I still nervous? Yeah, because I hate when people watch me struggle, and it's probably going to be 45 minutes of struggling, but that's okay because this is, part of the journey. How is this mic? Is it okay? It's okay. Okay. Um, and lately I've been just trying to broaden my horizons a little bit. I go to church on Sundays, and uh, I, I am not usually good at letting people help me. And walking around with a cane, everybody wants to help you, especially nice, lovely, wonderful people. All of the different things that come with, when you struggle to get up a stair or you need help carrying something. I'm trying to be less forceful about I can do it myself because I'm a big girl and I can do stuff. And so, yeah, I've been, I have a friend who gives me a ride to and from church and allowing somebody to give me a ride. Look at me. I have some other things where I'm just letting people be helpful. And um, it's a little bit of a struggle for me, but I'm working on it. And so I'm getting used to just like, okay, embrace the fact that you're going to struggle and let people who are in place to help you. And that is how the world works. If I was in a place to help somebody, that's what I would be doing. So why am I not letting other people help me? So I'm working on that. Um, I went to the dentist for the first time in a very long time. I remember when I was like 500 pounds, I was researching dentists because I needed a certain kind of chair to be able to fit into it. And even at the schools and things like that, they didn't have a chair that would fit me. And so I hadn't been to the dentist in a long time, but also to make sure that my mouth is as healthy as possible before I go into surgery, because that is apparently a thing. I think I talked about this already, that you have to make sure that you have no infections in your mouth. Because whatever antibodies and things happen, you can end up shooting the infection down into your hip, and you don't want that. So now I have a nice clean mouth and we're gonna be pulling a tooth and all kinds of maintenance stuff. But I'm glad, that we did this now rather than, the week before my surgery going, oh no. So I'm very happy about that, and I'm excited about the PT physical therapy because that's another thing. Like I'll be able to learn like some real um, ways of like how do we walk around this leg and all of that stuff. Um, yeah, so there's more to come with updating you on the hip. But like emotionally, tomorrow I am going to a movie for the first time since 2013 by myself. My brother and I went and saw a movie last year just to kind of beat the milestone. But I used to go to the movies by myself all the time. And uh, when my very first job was in a movie theater, and then I worked for Blockbuster, and then I worked for Planet Video. So I love movies. And I used to love being able to say, I've seen all the movies and I can tell you what they are. And I don't really want to see all the movies now, but I do like the experience of going to the movies. It's always been something I loved. And so to go back to the movies, it's like a little return to normal for me. And so I've been planning it for a month and saving all my money because the movies are expensive now. So, um, you know, and I'm taking an Uber. So I feel like it's emotionally important, but it's not something I'm going to do a ton of because it is expensive. But um, the reason I chose to go now was because there's going to be a special documentary of the Christopher Reeve story. And I've always loved Superman. The last movie I saw in the theater was Man of Steel in 2013. So Superman is the thing that gets me to the movie theater. And I love Christopher Reeve. So um, it's important to me to go and see this. It's only happening, I think there's two different days, but this was the day that wasn't a weekend because I wanted to go on a day that was a little bit slower, so I didn't have the crowds to deal with. I'm still a little nervous about the crowds and things like that, but we're getting better. We're getting better. One of the nice things about going to church is there are children everywhere and they run around, and you have to be just used to children running around. And um, that has been such a joy because when I was really heavy, I was really nervous around kids because I was nervous they would point out my weight or ask questions about my weight, and now I don't mind. They're really fixated on the cane now because the cane is interesting to them, but um, I'm not scared of kids anymore, and that's something that's like, oh, it's such a nice feeling because I love kids, and I was kind of relegated to babies and children who couldn't ask questions, and now I really don't mind being around kids again, and that is a really, really nice change. And so the good thing about being around all the children is now I'm used to kind of being around crowds and a lot of people and getting around people. And um, so maybe I'll be able to go to the movies on a weekend sometime when it's full, but I don't really need to spend that kind of money. So, a nice little matinee is going to be nice in the midweek. But yeah, so I'm gonna go, and it's a big movie theater. It has like two levels, and it's big. So I'm going early, and I'm gonna just take my time and just kind of soak in the space and enjoy myself. So um, I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited to do it. Um, yeah, it's just been a good time. It's getting looking forward to all of the things that are going to happen. And um, I was making plans for when I'm going to be having my surgery, and I did a little search for this place, and it turns out that there is a sale going on that is going to save me $40 a month on my rent. So for me, I don't know, $40 isn't exciting to you, but for me, that's really exciting. So just little things like that have been happening where it's just like this makes your life just a tiny bit easier. And this bringing some, people into your life and getting regular hugs and um, just little things like that. My friend came over the other day, the lady who comes to look after the housekeeping. And most of the time I'm always like, I don't have anything for you. And we just get to chat. And we spoke in Spanish for a good long time. And I got to learn about her and her life. And, we spoke almost entirely in Spanish. And she said I was getting so much better, which makes me really happy. Um, yeah, I'm just really happy and trying to get things ready for the hip replacement. And I don't have any huge, I was gonna say I don't have big events, but I suppose I do, you know, going to the movies and going to physical therapy um a friend of mine is going to be coming over in October, and we're gonna go shopping. Not to buy anything, just to try on clothes because uh as winter comes, I don't have any winter clothes. And this let me just be honest with you about this, okay? This shirt is a 10X t-shirt, okay? That I cut open down the middle because I can't wear it anymore. So I take it and I tie it right here. You can't really see because it's all black, but I tie it here. So it kind of looks intentional, but probably 50% of my clothes are old big shirts that I've cut down the middle. And I just wear in layers underneath them and they fall off me anyway. So um, I do need to kind of work on getting some clothes for winter. Um, but I struggle with having a small top because the girls went south for the weight loss and a large like thigh area because of all the skin. So I'm like, well, what do I do? And I'm thinking maybe skirts or dresses so that I can wear fluffy, floofy bottom stuff that's comfortable, but small stuff up top. And so I don't really know what I can wear. So a friend of mine is going to come over next month, and we're going to go to some plus size stores, and I'm going to just try some stuff on and try and figure out life. And if I find something that's not expensive that works, maybe I'll get like a skirt or something. Um, but there's this website called Fly Curvy that just has these beautiful fluffy dresses, and most of the models have a little bit more going on up top than I do. But so I don't know how that will work. But, you know, at least if I could try something on in real life. And I was trying to think when the last time I went to a store was, like for shopping for clothes. And I can't think of the last time. So I would have been maybe in my 20s or like, wow, it's been a long time. So, um, I was just getting used to being able to buy stuff online to be able to like, I'm not the biggest size anymore online and hoping that they had an 8X or hoping that they had a 9X or, you know, now I'm looking at things like I got a shirt that is, it's a swim top. I wanted to get kind of a bra, but not bra, like a sports bra kind of thing. And it's a 14-16, which is insane. That's under the 20s. Oh, goodness. So, you know, we've got a lot going on with our body. And so, yeah, going to a real store to try on real clothes and figuring out like what I am is going to be really interesting. But I might be a skirt wearing girl sometime soon, which would be super fun. And so we're going to see how that goes. Life is a big question mark for me. No, it's not. It's like a question mark exclamation point because there's a lot of good things too. So, um, but yeah, so we're just baby stepping, you know, figuring out our limitations and our boundaries and pushing on them to see if we can get a little further past. And oh, I was I was showing somebody else this the other day. I have like a gravy boat. Look at this. I have like it goes all the way to here. It might just, I know it's just like bones and maybe that's worrisome, but I think it's also just because my skin pulls down. But look at that. Look at that thing. It's like a whole bone area. It's crazy. Like this whole process is insane. And sometimes it just hits me like how crazy this whole thing is. But it's so crazy because in like 2 years, all of my surgeries will be done. I'll be done with my hips. I'll be done with my hip, just one. My other hip is great. Um, and I'll have had my skin surgery and I'll have cool tattoos to cover the scars. And not to cover them, just kind of like accent them and make them more whimsical. I was thinking maybe like little cherry blossoms or something. I'm taking it at ideas. I don't know. Like what will match little pink scars. Like I don't know, like when I have them like down the back of my arm when, you know, this is all removed and stuff like That's going to be a while. Maybe that'll be 3 years. I don't know. I'm so nonlinear today. It's just a thing. But anyway, I just wanted to check in and say hi because I haven't done that. And um, I'm just kind of really flying in the holding pattern, waiting for the surgery and trying to do everything I can to be as healthy for it as possible. Um, but yeah, also trying to push myself and be out in the world and see people and do things. And I don't know what that's all going to lead to. I really, what's exciting is that I, because I don't know, everything is kind of an adventure and a surprise. And um, I'm just kind of grateful for everything, you know? And somebody told me, the fact that I'm excited about all the little things reminds them to be excited about the little things. And that was kind of like the biggest compliment ever because it was like, if this whole process can do something to make other people happy and appreciative of their life, I would love that, because life is such a gift and people around us are such a gift. And I'm this close, I could get emotional, but I'm going to keep it inside. But getting to like be involved with people again and hug them. And it just, I really can't express what it means to me. It's big. Ooh. We've done almost like 2 months without bawling in a video. So let's keep it tight. But anyway, things are going well. And tomorrow's movie day. I'll let you know how it goes. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be wonderful. And maybe I'll try and do it more often. They have like a thing where you pay $5. I might do this because it's only $5. Where it's a mystery movie. You don't know what it is. Even the people who are putting on the movie don't know what it is. And it's like 3 days a month. They have a PG-13 one, a PG one, and an R one. And you go and nobody knows what the movie is until you get there. And then here's the movie. And they promise that it's not a horror movie. So I'm okay with that. So I don't like horror movies, but um, maybe I'll do it. They have one in late October. So, before the weather starts getting icy, maybe it'll be a whole thing. So, um, yeah, it's gonna be an exciting time. So, I'm so excited to do normal things again. It's just nice. So, like I said, I'm not linear. I'm just kind of telling you how I feel because I don't have like a linear plan, but I just wanted to update you and let you know how things are going. And I'm going to be starting to kind of really buckle down and prepare what I'm going to do for the hip surgery. As far as like what I need to get and like meal prepping and things like that, like what plans I need to make. So I joined like a whole bunch of Facebook groups that are like people who've had hip surgeries, and like I'm very much paying attention to like everything that they're doing, so I can replicate their successes and hopefully avoid mistakes. Because I would love for this to be a process that is as painless as possible. I know surgeries are difficult, but to be able to get to life, not quickly, just correctly, healthy and take the time that I need to take and do what I need to do. And so that's going to start with the PT on the second. So wish me luck. Pray for me because I need it. So yeah, that's the check-in. And I love you. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the constant support. Um, it has meant so much that you're interested to know how things are. It it really does. So I hope you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself and you're drinking water and eating food and doing all the things you need to do to thrive and bloom in your life. But I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again soon.